All right, guys. Hit it.
What made it so challenging offensively for you guys in overtime?
Oh, man. I didn't feel like we created advantages. I felt like they got us in neutral a lot. And, we tried to spread them out, obviously going small, but we couldn't create that advantage. Tried to get the weak defenders like we usually do. It's kind of our formula, so credit to them on defense.
What do you think has made it so challenging for this group to play a full 48-minute game throughout the course of the season?
Yeah. We're actually obviously mixing and matching, trying to find that group that's gonna, is gonna have that consistency. I did like that group we found at the end. We threw Tyrese in there. I thought he gave us some really good minutes. So we did find the small ball stuff a little bit, which I thought, I think we're gonna need. With Evan out and Jay trying to get his rhythm. So, I look at the positive sometimes, you find something in games like these, you find something that can help you. Unfortunate in a loss, but I did feel like we found some of that small ball lineup stuff.
Mike?
On the side out of bounds play at the end of regulation, Lonzo was taking it out, and during the play, you could see his body like, oh. I'm not sure what necessarily didn't go with it.
Was that the DG turnover?
No, it was with 4 seconds left when the last shot attempt in regulation. It looked like Darius went to the corner, and I'm not sure if Lonzo was expecting something else to happen, but kind of.
No, that's exactly how we drew up.
Okay.
Donovan getting to his right hand, mid-range. We won a game on that last year. Went to the same, I thought that was good execution by everybody.
Spence?
Before we get to the on-court stuff, just what kind of admiration do you have for DG playing through, obviously, the pain, the discomfort, whatever it is? Because, he's slapping the floor, he's doing all the right stuff, and it looks like it's just really bothering him mentally, but he broke through it tonight.
He broke through, and like I said, he gets these stingers, when he's got a hard change of direction, hard plant, and I thought he played through it tonight. I feel like he's starting to find it a little bit, starting to get by, starting to get to the rim, starting to get the paint a little more, so that's a positive. But yeah, we knew it was going to be tough, but I liked his spirit, fighting through it, staying with his teammates. That's a positive sign going forward.
Just knowing that he's going through stuff like that, though, as a coach, to see someone go through that for you and for the team too. He's on the bench. He's giving guys high fives even after he went down a couple times.
He was the best guy in the first half. First half we weren't very good, and he was phenomenal. I'd say, he's looking outside himself. He's engaging his teammates. He's talking to them. It's positive spirit on the bench. I just loved his energy tonight. That's what we need, and that's kind of the ask, as he goes through this and through this struggle to get back to the the DG we know.
Kenny, you guys went with Dean Wade to start tonight's game, and then you kept with him in the fourth quarter. What went into the decision to start, and then obviously to stick with him?
Yeah, defense first. I thought struggling with defense and rebounding. When he's on the floor, we rebounded like the 85th percentile. So I knew they were going to start crashing five, which they did. So that was part of it, and then. We all just felt like we needed to go small. We needed to space the floor, and Dean can hold his own at the five. Obviously, I thought he did a heck of a job. Really, that lineup kind of got us back in the game. And again, until JA gets his rhythm, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time. Dean at the five was kind of what we thought gave us the best chance.
DeAndre struggled a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but you've talked about wanting to use him more in the second unit. Has there been any thoughts to going to him off the bench to start games?
Haven't really explored it. We always talk about lineups. What can we do better? listen, I always point the finger at myself. You know, how can we put him in better positions? How can I get him with better lineups? Something we got to look at because we need him. We got to get him, you know, get him back to the old Dre. You know, so something we got to look at. Again, I look at it like it's on me to find the combinations. Right now, we're not finding the combinations that fit him best. So, you know, this is everything's always on the table. You know, so we'll look at it, Ethan.
Last one, Dan.
Kenny, was there thought to fouling when you guys were?
Yes, that we're a foul team. I don't know. You know, I thought DG thought he was in really good position. You know, you want to say it was a charge. You know, he was in great position. You know, but we are a foul team in that situation. But you know, sometimes your players got to feel the game and what they thought. I think he thought he was in great position. I don't know. In this league, you can just go through guys and you know, it's just part of it. I'm not criticizing the refs. I still don't understand how you can go through guys' chests when they're in legal guarding position. They just won't call it. And the smaller guy really gets penalized, you know, for moving his feet, getting in the right position, go through your chest. You know, no foul. But yeah, we're a foul team in those situations.
Okay, it's gonna wrap it up.
All right. Thanks, everybody.